What's up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. CHF here, bringing you another episode of Coaching Handheld Football. And guys, we've got a good one today. I am sorry, I'm a little bit late on this. We are going to be doing the Super Bowl promo breakdown on this one. But guys, I want to update you. Over the weekend, we did a charity stream, and you guys worked with me and were absolutely incredible. Raised over $1,000 for charity, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And guys, also, with that really late night, we had some big guests who came on, and we talked a lot about the game, mobile gaming as a whole, and there are going to be two podcast-style videos coming out where I'm going to bring that to you. They are going to be long, but they are featuring Madden Mobile Slay, who came on here, and we had about almost a 2-hour conversation talking about what it would take to fix this game, restore it to its greatness. And then we had Ducky the Gamer and Ultimate Buckeye who came in, and the three of us were to chat, and we talked a little bit about things like, what it was like with those guys kind of moving on from Madden Mobile, Ducky's rise in Fortnite Mobile, and then why Fortnite Mobile and NBA Live are doing so well, but Madden is doing so poorly. Great conversation, guys, that I had with both those guys, and I thank them for coming on and having those conversations with me. But since it was in the middle of like a massively long stream, hard to find, I am going to be dropping those as podcasts later in the week. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the Super Bowl promo and break this thing down for you guys. So as you can see, it's talking about kind of, the things where you can get the 97 overall. So there's basically a bunch of 96 Masters and Legends, and then the 97 overall is going to be whoever the MVP is from the Super Bowl. So probably Tom Brady. If you're, if I had to make a guess, that's who I would guess. So the way this was going to work, as it's just saying here, basically you're going to exchange the gold players to get elite and diamond players. You exchange the elite and diamond players to get masters who are going to give boost to the Super Bowl players. You can get MVP badges for various things that are going to get you that 97 overall. And then you can log in and get your trial heroes, which we'll talk about in this video in the breakdown, where you use the 6 trial heroes to get a 93 overall Super Bowl 32 Terrell Davis. So as you can see here, the one thing that is pretty neat, which we'll talk about, is the offensive players in this promo appear to be scheme selectable, which is definitely a positive thing. One thing I like here also is that they did put out a calendar for this one. So most of the things are really easy to understand. 10:30, 4:30, 10:30. Just like the other ones. However, you'll see here when you look at this calendar, there's going to be one event each day that has kind of a random time. So familiarize yourself with this calendar. So today is Tuesday the 29th. It's going to be the Bonanza at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow that's at 4, then at 8, then at 2, and then we have it at 6, as well as an NFL Honors at 9. And then it looks like there's going to be a Bonanza as well as a halftime event in that one. And then, of course, it's just talking about the Super Bowl legend. So without further ado, guys, there's a lot to talk about in this promo. Let's go ahead and hop in to the promo and look at it. So first off, guys, this is going to be kind of the layout here, and up at the top, I hope you went ahead and did those 4 events up top. The first ones were going to be Mean Joe Green, which is basically going to be these legend players where you do each of those and you'll basically come away with the jerseys. I think they are that give that can help you get them. Yeah, they're going to give you the jerseys for these guys. Let's look at all the collectibles real quick. So you've got tickets. Tickets are basically the stamina currency. You use the tickets to play blitz events to get things for that. You then have Super Bowl tokens. Tokens basically do one thing and one thing only. They get you gold plus players. It takes 100 of them to get a gold plus player. You then have Super Bowl badges. The badges are used to get elite players and diamond players. Those diamond players are then used to cut, basically to get you a Super Bowl master. You then have these touchdown badges, which are used to claim the Terrell Davises, which are super easy. Then you have the Super Bowl MVP. These are obtained by different ways. One of those ways specifically, we'll look at the achievements. You then have all of these different Super Bowl jerseys. Right now, we have these 4 events up top. Those are going to get us Nick Foles Super Bowl jerseys. You then have these Mean Joe Greens. I already did those. Hopefully, you did too from doing those events. But you're basically going to need, I think it's 15 of each of those to get one of those. And it looks like we're still going to have Law, Rice, Sharp, and Smith coming in to get those. Now, here's the way it works, guys. It's really pretty straightforward. 3 times a day, 10:30, 4:30, 10:30, you're going to do this event right here. Just like the Pro Bowl. You do this, that's going to give you 10 of these Super Bowl tickets. You then have these 2 different Blitz events down here. So there's not a ton of different things, which I kind of like. They've simplified it. You've got the Super Bowl Blitz. This is going to give you a Super Bowl badge on your first win, and then a chance at Super Bowl players every time you win, and it's also going to give you those gold tickets that can be used to get gold players. And this one, it's pretty simple. It's replayable, pass for 30 yards to your halfback, and those are also going to refresh. Now remember, it's going to give you one of those Super Bowl badges on your first win, so make sure to do this 3 times a day. Same thing here with the Legends Super Bowl Blitz. Make sure to do these 3 times a day. It's going to give you a Super Bowl badge on your first win and a chance at jersey collectibles as well as Super Bowl legends each time you win. And just like the Pro Bowl, they're probably extremely, extremely rare to pull those. Now, the Bonanza events are going to show up right here. As you can see, they are on a timer, but if you follow that calendar that I talked about, that's going to be the way to get them. You're also going to get these picks up here, guys, and I'm not going to bother giving you my picks because let's be honest, they're coin-up events. They're crappy. They're not worth it. With you know, when we had the playoff promo, there was incentive to get your picks right. If you got your picks right, those could get you close to a diamond player. Like if you got all of your picks right, that was half of a diamond player. That's pretty valuable. Here, if you get these things right, it's like 10,000 coins. Who cares? It's 10,000 coins versus 2,500 coins. Who cares? I'm not even putting thought into it. I'm probably just going to like go straight Patriots across the board for everything because that's who I think is going to win the game. Again, I'm not rooting for them. I just think they're going to win the game. So, based on that, let's talk about the rewards. Let's talk about what there is in this promo to get. So here we go. So we've got, as you can see, we've got all these Super Bowl jersey collectibles. They are auctionable. So when you do them up top, you'll just get the jerseys, but when you go through, you can get them from the Legend event there. They are auctionable. So if you pull those, you can sell those. If you're looking to get those Super Bowl players and you don't feel like grinding, you can buy those in the auction house, get enough of them to go through. And then you have all of these elites as well as the diamonds. And you'll see that when we get to these top, the 96, you'll see that we've got a Julian Edelman in West Coast, a Julian Edelman in Smash Mouth, and we'll see some defensive players there, then 2 more Julian Edelmans in spread and vertical. That's what makes me think that the offensive players in this promo are select a scheme, which is great. I'm going to give EA credits for that. The select a scheme offensive players for your masters is something that is fantastic. Keep that absolutely as long as schemes exist. I think that is something that is a very good decision. You know, we saw that with a couple of promos. Definitely keep that up. So when we go in here, guys, so when we look at the store, okay, so the Terrell Davis there that we talked about, you basically have to claim all 6 of these trial heroes. All you got to do, guys, go here to the trial heroes, hit claim. It's a free 80 overall. Now, if your team is low, up until like after the Super Bowl, they're actually 90 overall. So if we go in here, I'm actually going to exchange these guys really quick because you do have to, I believe, exchange them in order to make them. Do we have? Yeah, there we go. There we have Super Bowl. We do have to exchange them, I believe. Okay, so they're not showing there. We could there's that Mean Joe Green collectible that's there. I believe that we have to exchange them based on the way it works, but maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have to exchange them. The way I read the promo was that we had to exchange them, but let's reset all of these, and let me see what will happen if we go in here and just manually find these guys and throw them in there, if they do in fact exchange. So this is going to be, yeah. See how it's giving you that Bronco item there? Let's find the other. Giving you a Bronco logo. So that's basically the items that you need there for the Terrell Davis when we go in here to the store. For the trial heroes, you see here, it is going to require 6 of those touchdown badges, which are apparently the Bronco jersey, since he is a Bronco. But that's how you would get those. You would claim the 6 trial heroes, exchange them all, and that's how you're going to get their Terrell Davis. Now here, you know, looking at it here, let's talk about how easy it is to actually get this. So when you look at it and you do the math, if you're grinding away at all of these things, realistically, you can probably get 1 to 2 of these master players. There's a bunch of them. You can probably only get 1 to 2 of them as a free-to-play player who's not spending coins, not working the auction house. But when you go in here, basically, you've got a couple of different things to pay note of. So you've got your NFL achievements. If you're looking to get the 97 overall Super Bowl Master, you're going to have to get all 6 of the Super Bowl Masters. You're going to have to complete all 10 Super Bowl history events. You're going to have to complete all Team Rewind events. Exchange 10 Super Bowl players. That one is super easy. Use 100 Super Bowl tickets. So as you can see here, you'll have these achievements when you go in here. Easy way to get to the achievement. So basically right there, obtain 10 Super Bowl MVP badges to get the Super Bowl MVP ticket. I'm not going to be able to get that one. Use 100 tickets. I have used 16 so far. I've already exchanged 10 Super Bowl players from the gold players that we were able to get. All of the rewind events done. And then the ball that leapt through time, 10 history events, got more of those to do. There have only been 8 so far. The 4 that I did the first time around, the 4 that are there in the store now. And then you have to acquire each of these masters to do that. Now, if you're looking to get the Super Bowl Legends, these are pretty straightforward as well. They are going to take those Super Bowl tickets there to get jersey collectibles, and then you need 15 of each player's jersey in order to get that particular legend. And, you know, looking at the cards here, this Nick Foles, I'm actually kind of like scratching my head a little bit on this one. Not the best looking card there, and his hidden throw accuracy stat, not that great. Of the two, I'd probably choose Mean Joe Green. But I think the better way to go, guys, is to do the Super Bowl set here, where basically you would get either the Elites or the Diamonds. And to get one of the Super Bowl Masters, it is going to be one of the select Masters. So you'll basically get to choose whichever one of the Masters you want, whichever of the 6 you want. It's going to take 20 of those to get them. Okay, so the way you basically do it is all of your tickets that you get from grinding these Blitz events here, use those to go in here to the sets and get gold players. All the gold players that you get, cut them. You're going to exchange those gold players. That is going to give you these 53 events right here. These that are going to be able to get you elite or diamond players. You're then going to exchange those elite or diamond players to get the master. So for right now, I'm just saving them up. I'll give you guys an update when I go to spend them, but for right now, I am just hoarding these things, and I'm going to do the math behind it. I haven't had a chance to do the math behind it yet to get all of those, but for right now, I'm just hoarding. That's basically the goal, is to hoard, and then right here, you can get more Super Bowl tickets, which are basically the stamina, every so often by turning in your Blitz tokens, and Blitz tokens will allow you to grind those events a little bit more to get those there. So as you can see, and they are on a timer, so they're basically on a 3-hour timer, but you can do that every 3 hours if you have the Blitz tokens to do that. So it's actually a pretty straightforward and simple promo overall. I like that it is simplified. I like that it's not overly confusing, because some of the promos have been overly confusing. This one is pretty straightforward, and once again, I like that they're on a fixed schedule. The 10:30, 4:30, 10:30. And, you know, the one event that is not on the schedule, I like that there is a calendar for it. Now, granted, I think, you know, it's minor. We're splitting hairs here. I do want to give EA credit that they're back to giving us a calendar. The only thing I would have liked to see is this calendar here on this page. If the calendar was on this page, I think that would have been really helpful, because it would silo everything related to the Super Bowl promo right here on the same page. So if you want to know kind of what I am doing, I'm basically, the picks, they don't really matter. It's a little bit of coins either way. The Super Bowl histories, I'm definitely doing these. There were also some events here that were here before where it's rewind events. I did all of the rewind events over there, where it basically takes you through some of the Rams highlight games of the season, some of the Patriots highlight games of the season, where you relive, you know, reliving like the Rams-Chiefs game, and reliving, you know, like big field goal kicks and come from behind wins and icing. You know, it's just simple live events, really easy. Make sure to do those. If you were to buy Madden Cash or buy the Super Bowl starter, this one actually seems like it's a decent one, where the last one just gave you a little bit more stamina. Again, I'm not spending anything on this game. Not a penny. I look at this as a busted year. I am not going to spend a penny on this game. I think EA, and you'll hear this in the podcast where we talk about what I think EA is going to do for the rest of the year. But I'm not spending a penny on this game. But if you did 3 times a day, that's an extra 9 of those Super Bowl things a day if you did it from day one. And, you know, it's one of the better ones, I guess. But, you know, again, I'm not purchasing any Madden cash at all for the rest of the year under any circumstances. Actually, no, I changed that. If EA stops the hop, I'm going to buy $5 in Madden cash just to say thank you for them doing that. So anyways, guys, that's the way the Pro Bowl promo works. In addition to that, guys, I'm just going to talk about it because, look, there's some people who are spending. So here's kind of a quick look at what is in the packs that are there. You got the Super Bowl booster here, which is basically going to give you, you know, 4 of those collectibles for $2, as well as 50K coins and a Super Bowl power pack. And in that Super Bowl power pack is basically going to give you 4 Super Bowl badges and 3 gold or better. Players, that's the same thing right here, where that pack is normally $5. So you get your first one, and it's going to give you one of those packs, 50K coins, as well as 200 Madden cash. So, I mean, for $2, you're at least getting $2 worth of Madden cash. You then have this one here, which is like the $30 one, which will give you $30 in Madden cash, 50 film reels, VIP access, as well as 15 of the badges, 5 gold or better players, 2 elite or better players. And then you have it all the way coming up, you know, these different bundles that come through here, which you could buy. I'm not going to be buying. But yeah, just make sure to go in, check your trial heroes, claim those, and of course do your other things in the daily things. You know, claim your free pack every day, or your, you know, a couple of times every day. They still call it a daily bonus pack, but it's claimable every, you know, what is it, 6-7 hours, something like that. Yeah, every 6 hours. And of course, do your league versus league, your league survival, donate your crowns, do all the grinding. But that's been the breakdown of the Super Bowl promo, guys. I think realistically, you can probably get 1, possibly even 2 of the Super Bowl Masters just by grinding as a free-to-play player. And again, I got to give EA props there. That's kind of what I wanted to see really from the beginning of the game with the promos, is make it so that a free-to-play player can get 1 to 2 of the Masters just by grinding. Make it simple. I think they've done a good job of simplifying this versus that ultra-cluttered Ultimate Freeze promo that we had that was confusing. So they have simplified it. They are giving free-to-play players 1 to 2 Masters, and then there's, you know, more Masters that are available for the guys willing to spend. I think this is overall a pretty good promo, based on, you know, it kind of hitting all of the check marks on the things that I would want in a promo. Give something to the free-to-play players, provide an incentive for the guys who are not free-to-play to spend, or for the hardcore auction house guys who can make a ton of coins. Give them something to work for. Don't make it overly confusing. Again, my only knock is the calendar could have been and should be on this page just to streamline and simplify everything as opposed to being there. But overall, I got to give it to EA on this promo. They did a pretty good job with it. It's not that confusing compared to some of the other ones. But yeah, I hope this breakdown has helped, guys. So anyways, I'm going to stop the video right there. And as I said, 2 really long podcast videos coming up, but they cover a lot of good information. I'm going to work through, listen all the way through, and try to timestamp those with different topics because we cover so much stuff. But I will say that between the, you know, it was kind of in the wee hours of the morning from like, you know, 1 a.m. to probably like 5 a.m. that we were having these conversations. And, you know, I feel blessed that, you know, 3 much larger YouTubers kind of came on, and we really talked a lot about, you know, the rise of Madden Mobile, the fall of Madden Mobile, what it would take to fix Madden Mobile, how Madden Mobile is stacking up against the other trends in mobile gaming that we're seeing in games like Fortnite Mobile and seeing in games like NBA Live. So I'm going to be releasing those as 2 podcasts, One of them coming tomorrow, which is going to be me and Madden Mobile Slay. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be releasing the one that is me, Ducky the Gamer, and Ultimate Buckeye. Both of those are going to be over an hour. I think some of them, I think one of them is almost 2 hours, just because we cover so much. But I'm going to mark it all up with timestamps, guys. And it's not going to be like, I'm going to make sure that it's not going to be blanketed with ads, because I know YouTube sometimes blankets things with ads. If I just tell them to like auto do ads, I'm going to only put a couple of ads in the entire 2-hour podcast. I'll do that manually as opposed to the normal like suggested way of doing that, because I don't want them to put an ad every 5 minutes in a 2-hour video. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop it right there. If you like the video or what I'm trying to do here on the channel, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What you can count on is strategy content, promo breakdowns, and I'm going to ride this game out till the end of the year. I will not make the switch to console or do anything else this year. If the game sucks next year, I am probably making a switch to console. You'll hear that that is kind of one of the conclusions that we come to in the podcasts, but I will stick with you guys. I will ride out Madden Overdrive for the rest of this year, and then at least give whatever next year's game looks like a chance. And if EA can win me back, of course, I would love to keep making Madden mobile content. But if not, I'm probably going to switch to console content or general NFL content, and talk like NFL strategy, play breakdowns of like real like key plays, things like that. Gonna branch out just because I'm not enjoying the game as much as I have in prior years, and I need EA to fix that if I'm gonna keep it going, because I make content because I like making content. And if I'm not enjoying the game, it's just not as fun for me to make content. But anyways, guys, if you want to see what I drop, when I drop it, I promise you these podcasts are some great conversation. There's a ton of good ideas. My hope is that someone from EA will listen to them, and listen to them with an open mind. And even though I know maybe they may not like some of the people that are talking, I can promise you, if you listen to them, the ideas that we're talking about, we genuinely all care about this game. And if EA were to listen to it, let me know when these podcasts drop, what your thoughts are, and if you think that the conclusions that we all come to collectively are things that would make the game better and would get people to come back, because I think they will. But anyways, I love you guys. You are the best ever. I will see you tomorrow in the first of 2 podcasts. Tomorrow is going to be the one with me and Madden Mobile Slay, talking about kind of the rise, the fall, and what it would take to save and bring this game back to what it used to be. I hope to see you there. CHF out.